Hello, and welcome to today's video. This is the third part of our full walkthrough with the Druid class. We started as the Summoner, went through Normal and Nightmare. Each took us about 2 hours or so, and we cleared all the quests we needed to go through. We leveled a little bit, we got to level 50, and we hopped into Hell directly. I didn't stay in Nightmare to farm. Of course, if you do feel like you need to, you can go ahead and do that. We just decided to hop right into Hell difficulty. And today, in today's video, we're gonna go over finishing the Hell campaign, going through the quests, and also what upgrades you should be kind of aiming towards, how to farm once you finish the campaign, or how to farm on the way there. What should you do as the Summoner Druid? So we're gonna go over all of that. So with that said, let's get started. And when you hop into Hell, something I do recommend to check out is look at the shopkeepers. Give them a chat and see what they have. You'll see sometimes things like this. You know, these purple items in the shops. They are all res items. So if you can find yourself a very high all res armor, that can be a pretty nice way to kind of take some heat off you. So nice all-res armor, nice res boots, gloves, belts, can all be nice. For example, this one is 24 fires and FHR. So these kind of things could be really nice. So I like to talk to Geet and Charcy, just have a look if they have something that's nice for us. For us or for the Merc, of course. The Merc could also benefit from these kind of things. He's doing pretty badly in terms of resistances right now, so he could definitely be upgraded. And remember, I didn't farm off recording or anything, so we saved this amulet. We found a Nightmare 28 all-res amulet. This puts us in a pretty solid resistance situation here, so we are going to be using it, and we're just going to head on our adventure here in Hell difficulty. And yeah, something you want to pay attention to is staying safe. You'll see your damage is keeping up. But it's still not destroying everything super fast, so you don't want to be going too fast. But you are going to level up pretty fast, at least if you hopped into Hell directly, if you didn't farm in Nightmare. These guys are Fizz and Cold immune. It's a little bit bad for us, but I think I'm still going to kill him. If I see elites, like, I'll usually stop to kill him. Oh, still not dead. He was right before death there. Again, picking up blue amulets definitely valuable by the Hell point, because you can find free to class skills type amulets. So if you find something like free to summoning, we found free to javelin. Of course, not exactly the class or skill tree we're looking for, but does prove my point that picking them up is valuable. Let's go ahead and resummon these guys. And I try to make sure I pick up all rejuve potions. They are going to be very helpful once we are done here. We're not going to need the free javelin amulet. We left ourselves a teleport. And of course, since we're back to town, I will have another look at our beautiful sellers here, shopkeepers.
Hello.
Again, you don't have to do this every time. I'm just looking for a nice res armor. That could be a good replacement to making a smoke rune ward, which requires farming a lum rune.
So, this is
Again, in Hell difficulty, the main thing that you have to kind of pay attention to is things will start having immunities, so you'll have to deal with immunities. Luckily, we deal magic, physical, and cold damage as a summon druid. Magic from the mercenary, of course. And we have Amp, which does give us the benefit of breaking physical immunities for the most part. So, generally speaking, there's no area that a summon druid gets stuck in. Of course, in Fizz immunity heavy areas, you will be a little bit slower. Most of your damage is still physical, so that is something to watch out for. But otherwise, this is a build that's very flexible with the areas that it can farm. Right now we are in the process of looking for several big upgrades. One of them is looking for a base for Insight. We're going to look for a 4-socket base for Act 4 Insight. We're also looking for, at the same time, for a few more charms to kind of upgrade our charm inventory. Something like this, 26 life, for example, is going to qualify. Well, I guess didn't have to throw that away. 2 elemental skills. If that was summoning skills, that would have been very nice for us. Of course, now once we finish leveling our ravens and grizzlies, we have 1 point in our gust. I like to start dumping into Heart of the Wolverine. It's my third priority. Finish our quest over here. It's another couple of skill points. And as I said, like once I get into hell, I like investing all the way to 133 strength. I said in the previous 2 videos, that's kind of like what I was preparing towards. So you'll see now I'm at 95. I'd like to get at least 40 more points in here. So this is 8 levels, so till like level 59, I'm going to be probably just investing in strength. 600 HP is okay, it's not terrible. So yeah, let me sell some of these. My Merc already has 30 FCR, he does. So we can go ahead and sell this too. It's a nice one for sure. Nice stick. Amp damage on casting, kind of cute. I could have given it to him to increase like the amount of amp that he does, I guess, but I already sold it. And we find a 13 all-res armor that is technically better than mine. It's only 86k, but it's not as much as we're looking for. You can find all the way to like 25 plus all-res ones. This is 12. What does my Merc have? He has 15. So again, we're looking for something a little bit better in terms of armors. Hopefully we find something nice soon enough. I will be resummoning my my spirits every now and then. Now, once you are in hell, you could complete like all the quests that we've been skipping before, like the second and third quests. We are gonna do the second quest eventually. But killing her early on is not super important. We'll do it once we start farming our keys. Find a rare ring. These could be already a BK set ring, so I will be picking them up. And over here we have a Splendor Road. I'm pretty sure this one will lead to the burial grounds. For people who don't know, the way to know which one is the burial grounds and which one is the stony field, if it's close to the edges of the map, you see how this is like a close one, it will be the burial grounds. Here, it's just so people don't think I'm making it up. So that's kind of how the map layout works. So if you can tell where the road is leading, you can kind of tell where you should be going. Just to save yourself time. Yeah, let's go back over here and follow the other road. What is this shrine? Skill shrine. We love skill shrines over here, so we'll go ahead and pick it up. Resummon my guys. So again, once you get to hell difficulty, I do bother getting waypoints. That will be usually useful for you, regardless of whether you're playing in solo or online. Waypoints are always nice. Find a Thul rune. We do find a way out. I did not find a waypoint yet, or wreck an issue. So let's go ahead and look for that. not here, it's probably on the other side. FHR again. That's very nice. Getting our FHR to the 42 breakpoint would be even nicer. Still can't find it. I guess the waypoint and the stones are pretty close. That would be my assumption. Felt like I've taken every single wrong turn I could have possibly taken. The stones are here. So, oh wow, yeah, they were pretty close, I guess. So that's at least going to be useful for us later when we want to finally save Kane for the first time. We get another level. Again, you don't have to go so far into strength if you don't plan on making like a spirit shield or something like that. It's perfectly fine to skip all that strength if you don't think you need it. This is mostly me just trying to be flexible with my my strength. You can leave the points also unallocated. That's something that I'll sometimes do when I'm... Whoa! We had our first death. I was... Sorry, I was not paying attention. It's my fault. So this is why I don't do these things in hardcore, just so I can avoid things like that happening. So let me go ahead and retrieve my body. It's just looking at the recording side, was not seeing him being attacked. Let's go ahead and grab her stuff. I'm gonna murk that again. Alright, let's go back. Figure this out real quick.
Greetings.
Thank you. Alright, let's resummon. Alright, crisis over. Let's continue. Okay, once you hop into hell, the damage is gonna feel a lot heavier, so you gotta stay sharp. I'll try not to look away from the screen for too long. And we find a way out. Over here too, I'd like to get a waypoint, if possible. We do find the waypoint. It's pretty close to the exit. Now we're looking for the scroll to save Kane. It's the first time we're doing the quest in the series, so... I'll make sure to explain what exactly it is that's going on. Alright, once you find this tree, you can kill these guys or not. You don't have to, but once you find the tree and you click it, then you get the scroll. Scroll infuse. Need to bring that to Akara. Once you do, you'll be able to save Kane. And again, I generally recommend saving him only in Hell, because I don't stay in Farm in Normal and Nightmare. We can save him in all three if you'd like. Do chat with Akara, right click the scroll. You don't have to actually look at what it says, but you can. MF, no thank you. Since we did find the waypoint, and it's super close to, we can just hop in here. I need to tap the stones in the right order. It's a different order every time. I just guess it. I don't actually wait for the scroll to tell me what to do. And once you get to Tristram, you only need to save Kane. It's the only thing you need to do. I do recommend grabbing a leg as well from the top left after you save him. You can kill Griswold if you'd like to. He's hanging around here too. So he'll be over here to the left. So if you want to kill him, I can go ahead and kill him. Usually takes like a moment to kill him. He's usually pretty tanky, but he could already drop pretty solid items. Go ahead and kill him. And hop over here to the top. Press the body, grab the leg. This will be useful to run some cows at some point. Corrupt cows can be a solid place to farm early on. Not my favorite, but it's a solid place. Once you do all that, you can chat with Kane, chat with Akara. She'll give you a ring. Maybe a good ring. 3 all res, 22 life. A cute ring, but I don't know about a good one. I will take it instead of the fire one. I think we're kind of okay on fire. I like the extra life. I like his damage reduction and all that. So you win, Akara. I'll take your ring. We'll keep the leg for ourselves for later. Here in the stash. Let's cache all these. Make some space in here. Let's head back to the Dark Wood. Of course, let's give a quick check to Charcy and to Geed, just to see if they got an armor for us. I'm looking for, again, something with 20 plus res, ideally. I don't see anything here, so I guess we move on. Eventually it will show up. Well, Worth keeping your eyes on the mercs. Oh, not mercs, on the shopkeeps. And Black Marsh, another one of those waypoints you do want to grab. So I make sure to not follow the path and look for the waypoint. You don't have to do the tower in hell immediately. You could. It has good experience too. You don't have to do it. It's not urgent. But you will end up running tower for keys eventually. Unless you prefer to run Bloodraven. We got ourselves the tower over here, and we got the waypoint right beside it. That's pretty lucky for us. I am gonna run the tower once, see if we can get some fresh runes. If we do find a Lum rune, I might make a smoke to get ourselves a ton of resistances. You can see very naturally, like, we leveled up like 4 levels already since we started normal, since we started hell. So just by playing the game this way, you will very naturally level up. It's another level here. I think I need 3 more levels to max out my Wolverine Spirit. So we'll do that pretty soon. And since I'm not here to farm XP, I don't mind skipping a lot of the mobs. I'm just trying to get to level 5. Ghosts are fizz immune, so you'll have to get the amp from your merc. Oh. That was a lot of damage. Eight life. Oh, he killed my merc. That was not cool. merc back.
Good day.
Once you get the health, when the mercs start getting expensive. But he is kind of necessary here, so. 8 life. Do I have something worse? I mean, it's not that useful, is it? You got cold immunes here. We seem to be struggling on the damage side here. Let's regroup. That's why I said I don't think I'll be farming it right now. I like leveling a little bit first and going through the campaign before I continue. There we go. There she is. Now we get ourselves a few mid runes. Nothing too interesting. And a Wellstone shard, I guess, too. Alright, let's keep progressing this campaign. Right, I think I forgot to both look at the vendors, and also forgot to fix my teleport stick. So let's go ahead and do that.
What you need?
Keep seeing this helmet, 19 all res. That is technically an upgrade for our mercenary. I feel like he's gonna take whatever I can give him. So yeah, we do want him to get up in the resistances department. We are gonna need some all res armors. Again, we are getting close to our strength target. It's all kind of designed to work smoothly around, as far as I remember at least, the barracks is the first area, or is one of the first areas where you can drop a monarch shield, which is the shield, of course, we'll be using as a base for spirit. That's why we're kind of leveling the way we do. Of course, that doesn't guarantee that we actually drop one so early. We're just getting prepared, just in case. So we could do the Act 5 quest. We're not super stressed for it right now, so I'm just gonna continue. Saw the waypoint. I don't really want this waypoint. I just saw it, so I'm clicking it. Yeah, we're looking for the way down. Oh, wow. Dangerous little group there. Slowly and surely we are leveling both our merc and ourselves. Oh, that Volnova got our merc. Go get him back. This 13 life better than something else that I have for sure. Have some terrible charms in here. I don't think we've had any big good ones so far. Surely soon. Got 9 all res armor. Looking for a 29 res armor, not 9. Go ahead and sell that. Anything for you? 12 res. You got 11 res minus requirement. But again, not super good. Improving us only by 3. Not gonna bother with the gold on this one. And we found our way out. It's one more waypoint on our belt. For Andy, I really recommend grabbing the waypoint. It is a super valuable one, very war farming, very easy to farm, especially on single player, but also on multiplayer. And I forgot to repair my stick again. One more level for us, and I think next level is going to be the maximum How to Wolverine level. Whoa! Once again, looking away, almost dying. Go ahead and fix the stick for already reviving our guy. Yeah, he's becoming a little expensive to maintain. So I might have to pick up a few more gold items along the way. It's 12 auras. I didn't fix my stick. I went to Charcy and I didn't fix my stick. Why am I under conviction? Something outside the door, maybe? Free socket F fresher. It's kind of cute. We're not really doing Act 2 mercs today or tomorrow, so I'll have to pass. Free socket or 4 socket 50 FCR staff though would be really nice to see. Right about now. Yeah, let me go ahead and fix that stick.
Good day.
This time I'm not gonna forget.
Yes.
Just gonna first press, then look. Nothing there. There we go. We find the way down. And I'll leave a TP here, but we do want to find the waypoint, which I'm hoping is in this direction. Oh, I mean, looks like it's just where we missed, honestly. There we go.
What you need?
Let's deal, my friend.
Now one more level remains before I go down there. Just getting the feeling that I should go here first. Oh, oh. I'm okay. Trying to be responsible and not die. Doing my best impression of a responsible player. I guess my first instinct was right. I should have went down. That's how it is. Whenever I don't listen to them, they're correct. There you go. That's our level 4 Coombs. We get to our first act boss in Hell. Again, Hell a little bit more slow than Nightmare. It's not as smooth. But once you find a few upgrades, start going a little bit better. And I think we can finally wear our shield if we do find one. So we're hoping to see a Monarch soon-ish. Oh, I forgot to resummon my bears. And what do we go ahead and drop? We have Scalema here. I think that's Mavina's belt. I'm not wrong. Yeah, Mavina's. So not super useful for us. Go ahead and chat with Arav. And hop into the next act. Again, if you do feel like you want to level up a little bit more, farm a little bit more, you can do that in Act 1 Hell or in Nightmare.
Good day.
Greetings.
What do we get? 2 to barb skills. That's cute. What's this armor? PLR. Some light res. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy here either. 30 all res helm. So this is a pretty good helm. This would be nice for our mercenary. Replacing his old 19 all res. So that's kind of like the effects we're looking for ourselves on the armor. If possible. You can get it from Elzix, you can get it from Charcy, Geed, right? Any of these shopkeeps can get you that kind of armor. Just look for the purple ones, and eventually you'll find one. Really all there is to it. So my Merc is at 50 FCR. He'll need 30 more. Yeah, whenever I can get him a nice 50 FCR staff, that's it's gonna be a nice upgrade. We have a few 10s here. 30, 10, 10, 30, 10. Yeah, I need to pick up more stuff. Look for a nice upgrade for him. Ideally, we find a base for Insight or even Purity. Both of these would be nice upgrades for us. Don't really have the runes for memory. That's also a very nice rune word. So way out is not here. Just making sure it's not some funky layout. And it just might be a funky layout, so I'm gonna check. Let's see if the way I was right down here. Yeah, it is. Alright, over here we're just gonna dash forward. Okay, that's a scary little teleport we did there. I believe it's a little dangerous too. Let's move ourselves to the side with Holy Shock and Conviction auras off of them. So let's just let the bears do what they do. Recharge our stick again. Runs out of charges so fast. I need more teleports. And is the way out really not here? I guess not. Or could it also be? Could be on the other side. To our right. Ooh. Okay, another miss there, so let's go ahead and check out this area. Want assassin skills. Oh, there we go. A little bit of a sneaky path. Alright, level 3. Looking for Radamet. Sticking to our left. It's another level for us. Yeah, we got Wolverine maxed, and now, generally speaking, as a summoner, you reach level 58 or so in Act 2 of Hell. You should be facing a choice whether to put points into Gust to lower your cooldown, or into Spirit Wolf to make your damage better, both on Ravens and Bears. I normally just level up the Spirit Wolf. It's not a terrible pet, you know. It's not bad. the moment they all die pretty fast. Like, I don't think they can keep up with the damage right now. After a few levels, they'll be pretty useful. The main thing is that they give synergies to your other summons. Either way. One more skill level for us. That's another Spirit Wolf level.
Good day.
Now let's head out. We get an 18 life small charm. That's a pretty nice small charm. We do like those.
Rudiment, return to dust.
Return to dust. Okay, quick armor check for her and Elzix.
Hi there. Ask and learn.
10, 10, 10. 50 FCR stick. Cost 274,000. I will buy this for my Merc. It will make us a little bit stronger. So he's right now at 70 FCR. I'm going to swap gloves with him. It's going to lose us some cold res. It's going to gain him some cold res, which is nice. And the most important thing, it's going to bring up his FCR breakpoint. This will be a nice replacement until we find our base. So we got a skill shrine. Resummon your pets. We're just looking for the dry hills right now. Now, something you really don't have to do, but I am going to do it, is look for the waypoint in Halls of the Dead. You don't need the cube again, so you don't have to go to Halls of the Dead, but farming Blood Witch, the girl who kind of protects the stash, can drop you hate keys, and I like farming her more than I like farming the summoner, since the summoner is a little bit harder to find. So I go over here. And grab the waypoint. Seven Coldras, 34 gold find. Well, it's pretty low, but it is better than nothing. Once again, we'll head to the left. Oh, sorry. We don't actually want to go to the left. We want to go to the left only if we want to find the way down. We're looking for the waypoint. $23 life. Anything worse than 23 life? I think I have like some faster run walk here still. 4 lightning res. 5 faster run walk. Off the helm. Let's go ahead and look here, see if the waypoint is around. A little bit surrounded there. But we do find a waypoint. That's the important bit. We left a teleport for us to come back to. Quick shopkeeper check. We have 4 all res just trying to offend us over here. at this point. Solar Creeper. By the way, I also have.
How may I help you?
Oh, yeah, nothing too interesting. Armor with 28 ult res. That's the armor we were looking for this entire time. And it's going to replace our 9 ult res armor. So now again, our res looks really, really nice. Capped fire, almost capped lightning. We have solid poison and cold res. As I said, it's worth looking for them. 28 is enough to kind of be happy with. And I'm going to be sticking to that one for a little while. Until we don't need it anymore. Let's go ahead and take our teleport. Head back to the search for maggot lair. Ooh. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to scare anyone.
Good day.
There we go. Road to Far Oasis. I believe we found a way to Lost City. Okay, okay. So again, if I don't find the waypoint, which I do apparently, I would have just continued to the Valley of Snakes. But since we did find the waypoint, let's go ahead and complete the lair first. Lair is one of my least favorite places to complete in Hell. At least when you're still not very tanky or you don't do a lot of damage. I think that's the waypoint. So Lair is not here. I do think it's still upstairs. There we go. Okay, get another level. Put it in. There we go. Think we ran out of teleports? Okay, definitely not a fan of this place. There we go. Finished level 1. Especially if you're teleporting like I'm doing right now, make sure you actually put down like a teleport and summon all your stuff in advance. Don't want to teleport into a pack with all your summons ready. A Yorun. I think it's our second one. Two min, two max LC. God damn. It's one hell of a charm. Two Disguise Spirits, a Volcano, and Cyclone Armor. So almost exciting, but not quite. Yeah, places like these with like high physical immune mobs. Just a matter of patience. Can't rush it too much. There we go. We've reached the third layer. Resummon. And we reached the Staff of Kings.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about shopping as much anymore, so can just kind of sell everything that's not interesting for us. I already have the waypoint for Lost City. We're gonna hop in and out. 7% lightning res. I'll definitely take that. It means our lightning res is finally capped. This is not the way, is it? That would have been a strange one. We do find ourselves an experience shrine, which is pretty nice. Let me avoid the conviction, guys. And the Soul Rune, that could be our next lore rune word, which I believe we'll be making. Maybe after this little snake situation. It's about to save an exit. That would give our mercenary his own lore. It does mean he's going to lose some resistances. That is something to keep in mind. Oh, small charm. Don't skip on those. FHR. Almost getting us to the next breakpoint. Let's quickly get our mark back.
How may I help you?
I bet you.
Alright, we completed the amulet at the staff. Ready to go into the palace. I do like killing some stuff here. There is pretty good EXP here. Go ahead and teleport him down. What have we found? 2 to fire golem, 3 to teeth. 3 to teeth base, so would it be a nice white base for a necro? Not playing that class. And that last charm, just 5 to mana. Let's go ahead and head to the palace. Again, we're not looking to farm or anything. We're level 61. We're pretty happy with where we are. We would like to get through the more heavy parts of the game campaign wise, so like getting through Act 3 would be just great. So in part 1 and 2, both of them, I went through the first try, just one try, find summoner. I doubt we're gonna see like a 3 in a row. I don't even remember when's the last time I did 2 in a row. I don't know if any time the past couple of years I've had a 3 in a row that was correct. But we're gonna find out soon enough. No shot. That is just insane, I think. This probably is the first time in PD2 that I've had the first path 3 times in a row be correct.
Finally.
Without exaggerating. I play this game a lot. This almost never happens to me. But here we are at the end of Act 2. We only skipped the 2 waypoints, Dry Hills and Palace Cellar. The right one is the Star. Or Sun. I know people call this one differently. Yeah, I wanted this amulet. 25 res. We already have a 28. That is very nice. In theory, you can already start slamming stuff if you feel like you have solid items and you want them to be slammed. There's nothing wrong with that. Somewhere around this part of the game, I start recommending to look for clubs to craft with. So whenever we gonna see a rare club or a magic club that we can craft with, we'll look into that too. So cold and poison res. Sadly a little too low to replace our current armor. We'll head to the left, and I'm already seeing kind of like a way there. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna kill me. I'm gonna try and avoid dying, you know? Try and be a responsible player.
Greetings. Faith, my blessings to you.
Oh, I don't know why I went here like I have a teleport. All res, but it also has life and some strength. That is very cute. Sadly, the strength requirement is too high for a Balrog skin. Let's hop straight into here. See what we can do. Alright, let's level up. Kind of battle stuff, I believe that's still, yeah, the low quality ones. That was not the way. We'll just head upwards then. Fake. That's the fake place to go. Not good. And another wrong direction. Well. We find ourselves a cudgel. Again, these are the things we want to save for crafting. Free to summon Grizzly. I do like free to summon Grizzly. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. Are they more important than Ravens right now? Probably not. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, our health is depleting forever.
Tell me your troubles.
No more troubles. So I'll go ahead and sell a few items.
It is an honor to serve you.
See, now after we found one already, they'll keep showing us more 29 all res. If you find one with all res and FHR, all res and PDR early on, that's a jackpot kind of armor. Surely I'm okay, right? Oh, it looks like I'm gonna die. Yeah, let me just redo that one.
Good day.
Yeah, let's make sure we target the guys in the back, huh? I got my merc. And these guys are pretty tough.
Need some help?
Between the magic and cold immunes. Can take a little while to deal with them. And there's like 2 elites here, I didn't even notice. Ooh, scary. Let's go ahead and rush forward. Okay, this has to be the right area, right? Surely. What's still going on? This looks like it's not a dead end, but I'm not sure. Oh, yep. If it's not a dead end, it has to be the right area. There we go. That took longer than I expected, if I'm being honest. Go ahead and grab one more level before heading in. And get rid of this Duriel guy. Again, the bosses themselves, not too much of a trouble. What do we have here? A war spear, war gauntlets, heavy boots, and a cleaver. I think that's a butcher's paler. It would have been nice on an Act 2 merc, of course. We have a tri-res gloves, a really fat tri-res too. He can't use that. Why is that? Required level 37, required strength 110. Oh, he doesn't have that much strength. I do. This is Sanders, so not too useful. Damn, these gloves do leech dry res. On day one, these would be pretty amazing to have. Of course, I'm not in super need of them, I would say. They're not super necessary for me. If I had CBF from something else, or half freeze from something else, I'd be very interested. And now we have to talk to Jaren. Go to Mashif, and we're done with Act 2 at level 63.
Good day. Good day.
I'll keep these gloves. They seem like they're going to be an asset in the future, you know? I don't think we need these gloves anymore. Trying to think. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, for now, I'll keep things the way they are. We're gonna need these daggers to sell them for gold. Where are we going? The main problem with being a cold damage build, and we have a lot of cold damage from our ravens, is that there are so many cold immunes. Really does feel like a struggle sometimes. We find the Great Marsh, not really what we are trying to find. I'm gonna try and stay in the Spider Forest. Club and rabies. What does this have? 380 ED. That's a lot of ED. Sadly, that's also not useful. Let's not make it wrong though. Alright, let's have a look in here. Again, looking for the spider cavern one last time. It's the arachnid's lair. We know because it has the waypoint. Find our jade figurine. We do find a flare jungle, which is very nice, of course. I'm wondering to myself if I should already start exploring here. Usually that's what I do, so I'm gonna go along with it and see what happens here. I don't think we found anything here, but it might be the waypoint waiting for us. Nope, just a water area, no waypoint. It's the second Mavina's piece that we find. Even though it's ethereal, still kind of nice. For a day one Amazon. And is this the right way? Let's see. No, this is the waypoint. So if we already find the waypoint, might as well hop back to town. Sell a few of these. Go back to far, fix our teleport stick.
Bless this. Thank all that.
Now we have a teleport in the spider forest that we kept. This way we can just come back. Make sure we find that first piece. Maybe that's even right over here. Just might be. Nope, flyer dungeon. It looks like it's the... Yeah, it is. Exactly what we were looking for. So we already found it. Might as well go ahead and grab ourselves the git bin and the dungeon. And this is our hell difficulty Ormus rings. It's usually pretty valuable. Can come up pretty good. It might even serve you for the first couple of days. Yeah, our merc is very dead there. I wanted to get to a safe area.
Good day. This magic ring.
How about we get from the ring? As you can see, all res, some fire res on top. I think we have an all res free here. So we are going to replace them. So a little bit more res, a little bit more fire res too. And it does mean we have too much fire res, which is like, I mean, that's a good problem to have. Meditation free. Oh, not interesting. It's a good problem to have too much fire res.
Back this way, have you?
Means I can take off fire res from a different place, like this ring, for example. For now, I'll use this one. Don't have to necessarily sell immediately, but now we have capped fire and lightning pretty much. And pretty close on cold and poison. If I took this amulet off for the extra level amulet that we do have, I'd start feeling a little uncomfortable teleporting around, so I'm going to keep it on for now. There we got our brain. Sure, free to firewall. Damn, free to firewall 30 FCR base. Would have been really nice for a Sork run. Make a nice leaf in it. Let me actually move all these clubs we got over here. Alright, that's where the Gidbin was. We're gonna head down from here. Again, we're just looking for the spider cavern. Then we already have our waypoint in Flare Jungle. Should be pretty easy to progress after that. So we did the hard part. That should be the right place. There we go. That's a lot right there, not gonna lie. Dangerous teleport, should have went somewhere over here. Probably would have been better. Oh, we got our first monarch, but sadly it's rare and not exactly what we were looking for. Wanted a white one. So we got our first circlet, I think. I think we've seen another one. Want the sorceress skill levels. Again, would have been nice for a sorceress run, but not for us.
Good day.
Good day to you too. Right, so we got two body pieces. Alright, for a diamond. There we go. Now, once you get to the Cursed Bazaar for the third time and for the last time, you look for the ruined temple based on the direction of the stairs. Oh, I don't have more teleports. Nope. I'll make sure to fix that. We do find our waypoint, which is nice and comfortable. I think this is the place. There we go, ruined temple. I've got the tome, got the figurine. Let's go ahead and finish quests 1 and 3. Then we head into the sewers. One last time again. I never go back to these places. At least once I don't have to anymore. For the sewers, I want to make sure I do fix my teleport stick. Saves us a lot of time there.
To serve you.
Let's dive in. Two charms. 4 strength and 6 powers. I mean, not super good, not super useless. feel like it's playing out exactly how it did in the last difficulty, where we could have just gone to counterclockwise and found the bat really fast, or like the way down. Well, this time it's more in the middle. Looks like that's the most tricky one to actually find. Let's see what we can do. There we go. Make sure we get rid of them. XP wise, I feel like we're still doing pretty okay. Like we're leveling pretty smoothly. Oh, we find 18 life, 20 poison res, 30 strength. A lot of strength, but wish I had FCR on it or something like that. I could give it to my mercenary. Alright, part number 3. Found. Now we're heading out. Yeah, this seems to be the closest exit. Oof. No, 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 no. There we go. I hate to get to the waypoint without losing my attention. It's okay. He can die. Alright, we found our waypoint. Took us a moment. Or not that I was searching, like I know where it was, but we finally reached it.
How may I help you?
And Travancore, I mean, you have to go through this place, but it's a very good waypoint to keep. It's one of the better places to farm, especially online. Since you don't have to search anything, you just hop in and you kill them real quick. Doesn't take long. Of course, we're still a little underpowered. Just level 65 to fast farm them, but still is a pretty good spot. Yeah, for the first time, like, drawing them out like this is usually preferred. You might want to clear everything in the back here first, so you don't get pincered by anything. 2 max damage. But if you draw them out, generally speaking, you'll be okay. What do we find? 39 lightning res armor. Not really useful to us. +2 to Druid, +2 to Poison Creeper Club. That is definitely going to save us some crafting needs. Is this a Truncheon? It is. So it needs 43 dexterity. Don't really want to invest in dexterity just for wearing a Truncheon. So At the moment, we're not going to use it, but we will consider putting or doing something with it. 43 dexterity. Dang, dude. That's a high requirement to follow.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep using this one. Oh, not sure why that happened. Let's go ahead and kill Mephisto. Finding level 2 pretty fast. Again, one of those waypoints you definitely want to find. Just a super useful one in terms of farming. Yeah, mercenary got blown up. Looks like even the bear got blown up. Coldrith ring. Get ourselves another walking stick. Found our waypoint. Go back to Act 2. Get our merc back.
Who goes there?
We find a 13 life, 2% poison. I mean, it is an upgrade either way. Okay, let's get rid of the 8 life, I guess. Trying to think if there's anything worse here that we really don't want. All of our charms are not that impressive. Haven't found anything super good yet outside of the small charm. That small charm was incredible. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, let's go over here. Oh no, we got the waypoint. There we go. Right by the exit. Let's go ahead and resummon. Let's see if we can drag anything aside. Oh, we can drag the big man aside even. Again, dealing with big bosses, as long as they're isolated, pretty easy for this build.
I'll put that to good use.
Yeah, why not? We have a conviction or in here. A little scary. Alright, I think we're good here. Let's head to Act 4. We're starting to get stronger and stronger. Our Merc is keeping up with us. He's getting to good resistance area. Soon he's not gonna have any res issues. We're only gonna need some FC 400 ED. Another very high ED item that we do not need. Let's go ahead and sell all these. Alright, we found a way down. This is the scary part. To teleport in. Don't want to lose all my lightning res by swapping. We might not get any sold here, but still. Better to stay careful. "12 lightning res to the strength. 12 lightning res to the strength." Let me start getting rid of these no life ones. Again, half freeze ring, which would let us change our gloves, I believe, right? Or boots. So what if I swap to these gloves, right? Swap to these gloves and lose that ring. Let's keep it here. Our res looks perfect now. We have a lot of overcap lightning, which is always nice to see. Potentially soon we'll be able to drop either the armor or the amulet. Ideally the amulet, so it's an easier place to get plus skills from. That just depends on what items we find, I guess. Alright, we got our Izul. Izul in hell is an easy kill. I love farming him for destruction keys. Early on, he is super valuable to kill. That's a lot of fire damage, but sadly, not what we're looking for. Now where did we come from? We came from over there. So could it be that our stairs are here? And they are. Alright, let's look for a River of Flame. Yeah, Merc is gonna die very easily in a lot of these environments. Can't be too concerned. Prepare 2 extra skill points. Now we have our wolves. It's level 12 already. That's 8 more levels to have them maxed. That's by 73. Gonna be done. And you don't have to do it immediately. I like doing my forge early just to see what runes I have to work with. You know, getting like a rain rune word early with like a mal rune could be pretty game changing. It's 2 druid skills you're getting right there. Or just anything like that would be really, really nice. Of course, you can trade these runes for other stuff if it is a ladder reset kind of situation. Another level. There we go, that's our forge quest. Let's see what we get. What rune? Again, in solo play, you're mostly just shooting for a mal rune. Other stuff are not super important. I mean, getting a pull rune is also okay if you find a Vex later to make a Hodo. We do get a Lum rune. one of the lower rolls possible. But it's okay, we got a few gems too. The gems are also nice for crafting or for re-rolling, whatever you end up doing with them. Waypoint number 2. Alright, now once we're in the Chaos Sanctuary, well, I'm not gonna stop here and farm. I'm gonna finish Hell difficulty, but this is definitely a place you can stop and farm in to get some XP. I like finishing the campaign first just to get access to corrupted zones. Corrupted zones are super nice for farming. But just Chaos can definitely already drop good stuff, so up to preference. I really don't like how these Oblivion Knights keep walking. Oof. Yeah, very nice that we managed to cap all our resistances by time for Act 4. It's overall not bad. Still lacking in damage, I feel like. For the Shadow Disciplines, dude, we found free, I think, already? Free skill amulet. Sure would be nice to find one for Druid. One more level for us, level 67. Let's do Diablo.
Not even death can save you from me.
As long as it keeps doing the melee hit, we're gonna get to keep our bears alive. Very nice. Ring is 27 fire res, free life with each kill. Yeah, I don't think that's what we're looking for. And we finish act number 4. Nice and easy. Let's sell some of these. I'm gonna keep the helms. The helms can be used for crafting. It's definitely worth to keep them for crafting. In case you don't find a good enough helm early on, so I'll keep them over here. Let's fix our stuff.
At your service.
Got 6 PDR, 96 life, lightning, and fire res. That is a pretty juicy belt. Lightning and fire. So we're pretty high on lightning right now. We have a lot of lightning res. Am I being hurt right now? No. We have a lot of lightning res. But I don't know if I'm giving up this 6 PDR and like all the flat life that it gives too. Like we're losing a little bit of cold res. Yeah, no problem. I think we can deal with that. I think we can deal with that. That's just a lot of flat life, a lot of PDR. The game from one belt. Might be our decline belt. For whenever we end up attempting it. Reset armor, 8 PDR, 12 all res. So again, it's a question of like losing all res to gain PDR. It's cute armor. I just don't think it's good enough for us at the moment. I don't think so. We'll continue to farm. Well, I say farm. We're just pushing through the campaign. Alright, one last time. Let's let the barbs out. Alright, we did it. Let's go fix our stick. This build that we've been using, I'm gonna keep here for a little while. This armor I'm gonna keep too. This armor was almost good enough.
Thank you for.
Alright, now all that's left is to save Anya one last time. Then head to the Ancient. Them stone skin, huh? Go ahead and fix it. We're using a lot of gold to do this like last stretch. It's okay. That's why we saved all this gold. We do find a waypoint. It's nice. Glacial trail. Yeah, sure. Find this waypoint too. Alright, you got me. Pretty sure we're close. Here to the left. Alright, we grab our extra resistances from Mala. We're finally at the stable part. And I do think it's worth just talking to Anya, just grabbing your helm. These helms can be pretty good. This one ended up not being pretty good, but we can still use it for crafting if we would like to. And you get your maps. These will be important for the declone part. So at least the maps are nice. Right, Glacial Trail. We're looking for Thundra now. Alright, we got 5 teleports. One more quick charge.
Afternoon.
Maybe even the last one. Oh no, definitely not the last one because we still have still got some teleports afterwards. Whoop. Okay, that was faster than I expected. I probably should have grabbed that waypoint in Thundra. Sorry, I'm getting
Yes, warrior.
a little tired, maybe. Now let's get our stuff. Do I actually make all these teleports in like minus res? Nah, I'll just grab my corpse and hop back in. Oh. Had a bit of a long night before recording this. Alright, well, I was right that it's not going to be the last one,
At your service.
for sure. Last repair. Still have some gold in the stash, so not too worried. We're going to make a lot more too. Make sure to grab it this time. Alright, let's try to keep ourselves alive this time. So again, we're gonna kill the ancients at around level 68 at this pace, considering how much EXP we're getting. Which is a fine level. It's you can do it a lot earlier. You can do it later. It's not urgent to kill them, but just for the sake of the video, I'm gonna do it first. Alright, we found a way out. I will actually level up real quick before we head down or head out. With 90%, I should be able to find like a pack here or something. It would give us the amount we need. There we go. These guys should be enough. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some potions. Will this be enough to fight the ancients? It might be. Not fully convinced. With 920 health, we have 6 PDR. Our resistances are capped. I guess except for cold. Hopefully we'll be fine, just fine.
At last, the summit of Mount Orient.
Ooh. A shredded R. Shredded our merc, our pets. Well, what's the curse and aura enchant? Yeah, it's a little cursed, I guess. Let's see who we can separate. We got 2 of them here. Woo. Yeah, let me, you know what, let me reset this real quick. Let me reset this real quick. So the bears are gonna die anyway. The merc I might be able to keep alive for a little bit. I do want to separate them if I could, just a little bit. And let's move this over here. Let me put this on, try hard a little bit more. Oh, actually. Get the highest level that we can with our gear. For people who are wondering what I was doing, I had 2 items that raised my Outer Wolverine level. So I figured might as well resummon it. To get the highest level possible on my aura. So again, what I'm gonna do is teleport and teleport. We got a super fast one, looks like. Oh, all of them survived. Oh, all of them got aggroed. Let's see, who's fallen? Oh, let's try again. Over here. Alright, we got 2 of them, I think. Okay, but we got Korlik and Maddock. They're the easy ones to kill. So got rid of the curse. With the merc still, which is pretty reassuring. No. He's gonna follow us. We're not gonna follow him. Okay, we just separate them. We don't fight them together. Makes this whole thing a lot easier. And we have a very fast guy down there. Let's give him some things to focus on. As long as he's amped, like, we don't mind if our merc will die. But yeah, he's just extra fast, extra strong. Not the most intimidating combination there. And we got our level 69 at the end of the Ancients. They're very nice. We'll hit probably level 70 to end the campaign. The only thing that really should worry us is getting souls in here. But we still have capped lightning res, so resistance-wise we're doing pretty okay. Yeah, we brought a lot more potions than we needed to, but the first round looked pretty scary. Better safe than sorry. Okay, these guys are slapping me. I do not like that. Tell me it's here. $14 life. I think I have yeah, we have 13 life, so 1 life improvement. Joyous occasion. Truly. Oh, Mark died. It is what it is. I might have to bring him back. I'm not fully sure. Oof. Yeah, it might get a little annoying without him.
Vesting. Afternoon.
Oh, no gold on me. Why would there be any gold on me? Really? Let's take like this much. I went for a long road, but it was for nothing. Oh, and the way down was right here. How silly of me. Let's make sure to get rid of things that have conviction. Alright, hopefully this is the way down. Not the way down, the waypoint. And that is the final waypoint we need to collect. We didn't grab the Halls of Pain one, because we didn't even go there. And we have the stairs over here, by chance. We do. Oh. What did I do? It's free to gust with direwolf. It's a very nice gust helm. Not in the market for one, but again, always keep those bases for crafting. Even if you don't end up using it, it doesn't take too much space. Might want the perk back. They are struggling a little bit with the damage here.
I knew. How may I be of help?
I need to.
What is it?
Alright, Merc's back. Again, he's level 68. His resistances are almost fixed. Just missing some fire res. Oh, we do find it on the first try. Alright, we're finally at the throne. You can see outside of my two careless it was two careless deaths that I've had. The build is very safe. You can of course stop and farm. We don't really need to. By level 30, go to Nightmare. By level 50, hop into Hell. And you can just smoothly transition into transition through the campaign. I'm doing it very casually. We're not speedrunning or anything. I stop by whenever I see elite or champ packs. We stop by, we kill them, spend a little bit of time, and move on to the next pack. We make sure to shop every now and then at like solid areas. 24 FHR, 18 fires, 13 poison res. Actually not that bad. This is what lightning res. Oh, he needs that more, I think. I think he needs that more.
Hello.
Hello T2. Here's a cute belt though. The FHR is nice. The FHR is definitely nice. I do like my belt more though. Well, not paying attention when the minions of destruction hop in, that's a way to die as well. Actually, for us, the lightning res is not super important. So it gives us a lot of FHR. I mean, the price is losing all that health though. I'll keep it because it has a lot of strength on it, right? If I didn't... One moment. Yeah, we let our Merc die. I'll break my Merc again. I'll make this a little bit faster. The amp is important. Right, it has a 11 strength on it. If I was 21. 21 life probably. Right, that's the two things I mixed. Yeah, 21 life. If I had 21 strength, I would keep it. That'd be a pretty solid belt. Would let me wear heavier armors or a shield. Alright, we killed all of them. Finally, we're ready to finish the campaign and kill Bale. Again, not too much of a struggle. Bale doesn't really have too much on us. We don't really have to move too much. Unless he moves, of course. It is a bit of a slow kill. But just like promised, we're using our Free to Raven club from normal. Our Ancient's Pledge from normal. Found this old res amulet back in Nightmare. Low Rune Word, which we started Nightmare with. That was like the first rune word you make, pretty much, when you're a Nightmare. I shopped 28 old res armor that you can shop once you're in Hell. It's pretty easy to find. Rare gloves that we found that really helped us cap our resistances. Very nice find. Otherwise, just half freeze duration gloves. Half freeze duration boots we bought in normal Act 1. I think. Maybe in Act 2. If I'm misremembering. We get another bear up. Belt that we found recently. 96 life. 6 PDR. Overall, very nice belt. Also helps us with resistances. He's really holding on to that last bit of HP. There we go, and wow, we found a tiara. That is one hell of a find from Hell Bale first kill. So I'm gonna ID in a moment. Let's just finish going over the gear. Ormus ring that we got with 17 fire res and some all res, and a half freeze ring paired with the boots to get CPF. On the swap, a teleport stick we got from Act 3 in normal. And the charms are just a lot of random charms, FHR, some life, some low res rolls. Our only really good charm is this one, 5 FHR, 11 lightning res. Everything else pretty shitty, or at least for us, it's not too interesting or important. But in the beginning, use what you can. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Tyrael. Yeah, we finished at level 70, pretty much as expected. There was some time where this guy was standing AFK, so it took us a little bit less than I think 7.5 hours or something like that. There was time also that it was open for recording stuff, so again, that's about as long as it took us to solo go through the campaign. Very chill with like explaining everything. No respecs were needed. We just kind of leveled through, didn't do anything funky on the way, and we explained everything as we were going. But just to go over the leveling, we max our Ravens first, with grabbing 1 point in Gust at level 18 and 1 point at Heart of the Wolverine at level 6. After that, we put 1 point into Direwolf and 1 point into Spirit Wolf, putting points into Wolverine until we can finally get our Grizzly at level 30. We max our Grizzly at level 49, and then we max our Heart of Wolverine whenever we get all the points. After that, we maxed Summon Spirit Wolf, which we're still doing. We're still in the process. It's level 17 right now, so at level 73, it will be maxed as well. And then it's up to you whether you want to get Summon Direwolf, whether you want to get Werewolf and Lycanthropy for bossing, or if you want to lower your Gust cooldown. That's all up to you, the player, to decide that. We got very nice resistances, a solid health pool, close to 1000. You can have more. I invested points into Strength as I was leveling, so I could wear a Spirit Shield potentially if I drop a Monarch. That's something you don't have to do if you don't want to. If you don't do that, I recommend having around 80 to 90 Strength at least, and depending on drops, maybe going up to 100 or 110. Just really depends on the things that you're using and the things that you find. But since this build doesn't require any respecs to go through the campaign, you'll always be able to readjust yourself as your season is starting, depending on the things you find. Everything else goes into Vitality, nothing in Dex, nothing in Energy, and you should be doing good. The merc that we've been using pretty much since the start of Nightmare is the Act 4 merc, the Act 4 Dark merc. You want to give him as much FCR as you can, so you want to look for a 50 FCR stick as fast as possible. If you find a base that can have 3 or 4 sockets, you can make a Purity or Insight rune ward. Or if you have the runes, a Memory rune ward. All of these will be good for him. I shopped an all-res helm for him, so he doesn't look too bad in Hell. A Stealth rune ward to give him 20 more FCR. He has 10 FCR on his gloves, but getting it from his belt is also okay. And the rest should just be giving him either half freeze and CBF, or just resistances, so he does not die. That's pretty much it in terms of the mercenary, the gear, the attributes, everything you need to know in order to level the Druid. Let's ID this Tiara. It's fairly free all res. It's pretty beautiful. We could give it to our mercenary to give him some FHR. We personally don't really need a tiara, but it is level 77. So for the video, you know, we will slam it just for the video, you know. It's not something I recommend doing in general at the beginning. If you find something like this, you definitely made it rich for like day one. It's like super valuable. We also found a pus spitter early on, so we found some useful stuff. Let's go ahead and slam it, and we get ourselves 4 lifestone per hit. So not anything too useful. We'll give it to our mercenary most likely once he is level 77. But yeah, that was our first kind of playthrough the campaign. That was the end of the third episode going through hell. The next episode will cover farming towards Ubers and hitting level 80, which is the next thing you want to do. There's all sorts of areas we're going to show where you should farm in hell, what you should be doing to level up, to gain everything that you need to gain. So look forward to that. We're going to do that while farming our Uber materials and running Ubers on a budget Druid gear. As you can see, we don't have anything too fancy here, but we would like to get some stuff. So we'll explain how do you do all these things, how do you farm, where do you farm, and yeah, that's pretty much all going to be there. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful or that you learned something from it. And if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for the channel to support it. It really does help us a lot. And yeah, that'll be me. So I hope I'll see you in the next stream or the next video. Have a good whatever you're having. Until the next one. Bye bye bye.